Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of To the Max Outdoors. Again, I'm Matt. I'm going to be doing a little bit of a tad bit of squirrel hunting today, and I'm going to fill this feeder up and I'm going to check my card. It's been roughly 2.5 weeks on the camera and probably a month or so on the corn. This feeder here does hold about 200 pounds of corn. Again, I will get Max involved in these videos. Max is my son, for those of you that don't know. That's the whole reason we kind of started this channel, to videotape things, but it is a weekday and he is in school, so you're just going to get to see me a little bit today. But again, we're going to corn in the feeder, check the card, and we're just going to do a little bit of squirrel hunting, playing around a little bit. Nothing too awful major. There's a pile of squirrels down here in this bottom. We have kept it up, and it really attracts the squirrels and grouse. You know, I'm in a north central part of West Virginia where grouse really aren't a big thing, but for those of you that aren't into trapping or don't know a whole lot about trapping, I will personally tell you that I trapped this property extremely hard for about 4 years, and it honestly has brought the grouse and squirrel population, tremendously increased it. And when I say I trapped this property hard, this isn't notorious coyote country or bobcat country, but we do have a ton of coons and a ton of possums, and possums make a good fur. You know, I know they're not worth much to sell, but they're a beautiful fur to work out yourself and tan yourself, and actually they're good looking fur. For those of you that don't know that or haven't ever seen one, skunk's the same way. Skunk is awesome. The quill, the essence out of a skunk is worth an extreme bit of money too, if you want to take the time to do that. But we'll get into trapping videos next year. I wasn't really prepared this year, but anyways, hold tight with me. I'll show you kind of this process of what we've come up with over the years, and I'll get back to you here in a minute, so just hold tight. Alright, so here we go. We got the SD card changed out. We didn't look at any pictures yet, but let's go through this little simple procedure here. All that is a 33-gallon steel barrel up there that we've modified to become a feeder. Actually, I am getting ready to do a video about modifying one of them, how to turn a barrel into a feeder like that. I think a lot of people don't understand how extremely easy it is, but simple. All this is a TP kind of thing, built out of drill pipe. Got a boat anchor here, pulley up top. Just simply going to let it down. Pretty simple way to raise and load our corn. Again, there's not very many bear in this area of the state, so really not concerned about bear getting anything, tearing anything up. Neighbor does have some horses up there. Every once in a while they'll come and walk their legs of this thing out to get into it, but that's another story. So all this is, like I said, is just a 33-gallon barrel. Just got a barrel band around the top of it. I'm gonna take and dump the water off the lid of the thing. I need to come up with a little piece of tin here to keep the water off of it. I do keep the band on the lid. It's not necessary. I don't think the lid would blow off of it. And I got the barrel that came with it, so we're going to use it. Put that on there. Check my phone here. I do use the GoPro app. I just make sure I'm in frame. I am, good deal. So next part comes wrestling this band off here without pinching your fingers. Sometimes can prove itself to be difficult. Of course, it'd be even more difficult when you're on camera. There's the band. There we go. So, checking things out here, and we are fairly empty. I know I can't get you in here to see this, but I don't want to move the camera around too much. But take my word for it, it's fairly empty. I do have a 50-pound bag of corn here. fix it back up. Cut the string here.
And no, I'm not one of them guys who can just pull a hold of the string and pull out of it. See people do it. I guess I got 7 thumbs, so. I will cut the bag, but it'll take me a second here to cut the rope, or cut the string that they sewed it on. Well, yep. Get the knife up under here and pick it out. You'd think if I was many bags of corn I've put out over the years that I would have got better at that. Obviously not the case. Well, this is terrible video. Well, holy cow, come on you big dummy. Oh, holy cow. I done got myself all knotted up and wound up. Got me nervous. Stage fright, I guess. I don't know. My nose is running away. Well, dude, I ain't never had this much trouble before. It's got to be because of that camera right there filming me. I know it is.
Alright, I finally got the right string pulled out. Show you that I can really and truly do it. Pick this up, dump this corn in here. There again, this is a 33-gallon steel barrel and it will hold 200 pounds of corn. And when I say it'll hold 200 pounds of corn, I mean that it'll hold 200 pounds and no more. But it serves us well for what we're doing. We're just trying to retain or attract a few deer. That's all we're trying to do with it. And I'm gonna raise it up here and change the batteries out the bottom of it. Just sit with me here real quick, we'll get it up. Again, having this boat anchor on here makes it extremely easy. Get it up here at about head height so we can see. I'm checking to make sure we're staying in frame pretty well, and we're not. So let's just tilt the camera up a piece. All right, you can see what we're doing now. All this is it's one of those Moultrie all-in-one. It's just a Moultrie all-in-one spinner plate. It's got legs on the bottom of it. You can look it up. I'm going to change the batteries out in it. I know they're a month or so old, but we just had a big cold spell. All these take is 4 AA batteries, and as long as you change batteries out one by one, it will not lose its memory. That is a super great function that this Moultrie all-in-one has. I like them. We've used the 6 and 9 volt ones over the years, and it's so hard to keep them changed, keep them charged. Never really had much luck with solar panels. I'm a huge fan of these Moultrie all-in-ones. Can't say it enough. The next feeder that we build will definitely have the same one in it, without a doubt. So one of my batteries got a tad bit of corrosion on it. I don't like that. But it is still reading correctly. It's just corrosion on the batteries, none of the terminals. So put these batteries in the box and take them home where I can throw them away properly. Try not to be a litter bug. But like I said, again, Moultrie all-in-one, highly recommend them. Fairly durable. They just bolt up to the bottom of any barrel, 5-gallon bucket, whatnot. Go ahead and raise it back up. I just take it up till the hold down clevises hold there. Put it on. And I keep a little chain around the keep a little chain around the. Here we go. You see it a little better now. I just keep a chain around the handle here if something were to happen. If the safety were to fly off, like I said, it's just a boat winch. If the safety were to fly off, I don't know if it makes a difference or not. All right, there we go. We'll get back with you here in a minute when we get to doing a little bit of hunting. All right, guys, I got a couple squirrels on the ground up here on the side of a hill here where all the, maybe you can see them, maybe you can't. We're on the side of a hill here where all the sun's going. There's 3 squirrels right there. Whew, 4. So I think that's a pretty decent tip that I was always taught as a kid, you know. Later on in the season, get some snow on the ground, you happen to catch a good day like today. Yesterday was a really nice day, but today is also in the same. You find your little hillside here. Look right there. Find you a little hillside here with some snow melted off of it, and you'll usually find the squirrels. There he is. He ain't gonna give me a shot. We'll get at him. He'll mess around and get down here on the ground. Teasing you guys. I need to be up there on that ridge looking back down in here. A couple of you did comment there when I used my last head mount that you did like the head mount, so we are going with the head mount view this time. They're pretty cardinal, but we'll see how this works out. I'm still on the fence about it. I ain't sure if I like it or not, but we'll see how this goes. I had to get myself turned around here and get after that squirrel. He's right there on the ground. He didn't go nowhere. Let's see if we can't ease up through here. Get him back up the tree. Get him off the ground a little bit. Ah, there he is. There you are. Oh, what? Holy cow, that's a long shot. Nah. I'll not hit him that far away. Too much brush. I am shooting a 12 gauge if that makes a difference. I'll not push one through the brush just for that. It is only 7-shot. I know there's one right here. I just gotta get up here to him a little bit better. Maybe we can sneak up here. You guys let me know when you see him run up a tree here. This is the best way to get a kid involved. If anybody would ever want to get somebody involved, nice easy day. lots of activity going on. You don't necessarily have to be super duper quiet. And I'm probably doing the most wrong thing you could do, walking right through the middle of them. But there's no way to access this ridge without going through it. Dang it, there's a squirrel right here in front of me somewhere. Alright, we're already committed. Right there. Over the ridge. Now guys, there's nothing beyond this that is to be concerned about. We could throw some shotgun up over this ridge. I wouldn't throw a rifle up over it. But it doesn't bother me to throw 7.5 shot. I know there's nothing over that way except woods for a good long while. Since I've already busted right through where I've seen everything, I'm just gonna make like a bull and get up here. I'm kicking stuff everywhere, squirrels, chipmunks. Yeah, that's an old shooting house there we had years and years ago. I hear him, but I don't see him. Alright, let me get myself situated. We'll bring you back on after everything quiets down and the action starts again. Well, we just had one right next to us, and it ran 2 counties away. We give you guys credit to do this all the time. Trying to video every shot. Extremely tough. Alright, we finally got one sitting still here for a second. Let's see if we can get it. Well, there's one, I think, down there flopping. I told you we were shooting 7 shot. I was wrong. It's actually 5 shot, and it's a modified choke. So I tried to hold I am shooting a scoped gun here. I'm shooting a Mossberg 535 12 gauge. It's my turkey gun. I have the field barrel on it, but I held a high tight to its head, so there was a second one down there. That's why I'm not moving just yet, seeing where it actually is going to. But hold tight, we'll get back with you here in a minute. Alright, so I did find a squirrel right here. Decent size gray squirrel for where we're at here. If you see there on the video, we hit him right top of the head. It is a female. Yes, I understand that it is partial breeding season right now. I understand that, but the fact of the matter is they're widely overpopulated here, and I enjoy doing it. I'm gonna eat it, and we're gonna see probably a catch and clean and cook video coming from this. We'll take my illustrious bag here that Dick's provided for me, and it's gonna be my squirrel keeper for the minute. So I get resituated here. We'll get back at it again. Hopefully we can get us another one. All right, guys, that's going to bring it into day one. Quick little squirrel hunt here. We did end up with the one squirrel after I shot that first time, killed the first one there. I don't know, the woods went dead. Just one of them days. Not real sure. I expected them to be on the ground, but I really never expected this much snow to still be laying on the ground. So, you know, it is what it is. Quick, I was out 2.5, 3 hours. You know, we got the corn in the feeder, got the SD out. I've seen a ton of deer tracks. It makes me extremely happy. Like, again, I haven't viewed that SD card, but it makes me extremely happy. You know, throughout the peak of deer season, these deer here in this area here, and down further in the central part of the state where I do a majority of my gun deer hunting and bear hunting, those deer went nocturnal also. So it's just something about the year. But nevertheless, we ended up with the one squirrel. We will definitely add that to the collection from earlier on in the year. You know, there again, great time, man. If you can get a kid out, you know, there's no more fun than that right there. That thing will eat good. You're helping it out. I mean, there's tons and tons of squirrels up here, but you know, nice, decent gray squirrel. I mean, it'll definitely eat really, really good. And that brings up another point. You know, I said it there earlier in the video. Even if you don't trap, have no interest in it, whatnot, you know, this state allows us to do it the majority of the time somewhere in the first week of November. I highly, highly, highly suggest that you pick up 3 or half dozen or a dozen coon dog proof traps. I'm telling you, they're simple to use, dry cat food. I mean, there's a million different things. You can buy prepared bait, you can buy whatever you want. I wish I would have videoed it here the 20 years that we've had this property, 25 years. When we moved in here, this place was overrun with bobcats and coyotes and coon. You would not imagine the coon that was in here. It was super thick. There again, it's been timbered out, but like I said earlier, by keeping everything in check, I'm in the north central part of the state right here. Not a big grouse population where I'm at, but after hitting coons and possums and skunks pretty hard for a number of years, we've seen 2 sets of grouse tracks today. I didn't get them on video because they're in the bad snow, but nevertheless, I mean, they're coming around. The small game is definitely thriving from it. I've seen one set of coyote tracks today way up on the ridge. So I'm extremely happy with the amount of stuff. I know the squirrels are here. I just picked the wrong day to do it. That's no big deal. We'll get at it. Still got a month left. We'll get at it again. All in all, I can't stress the importance of, if you're into small game hunting, if you like grouse or rabbit or squirrel, you know, your typical animals of prey, highly suggest buying some dog-proof coon traps. They're simple. Push them in the ground, tie them to a tree, fence staple them off. They're super simple to use. And when you do make a catch, I guarantee you somebody you know is either a hound hunter where they'll take them to train their dogs with. Somebody who's a trapper that you know, I guarantee you. Granted, pelts aren't worth much right now, but most of us that do the fur work inside of it aren't doing it for the money. We're not long liners. We do it because we love it. But nevertheless, I can't stress that enough. I wish this video was a little bit better. Today's episode was a little bit better just to show you the amount of small game that we actually do have here in our little 90-acre chunk. But nevertheless, I'm going to leave you with that. Hopefully I'm going to add another day to this to maybe show you. I didn't expect this much snow to still be on the ground, to be honest with you. I think it kept everything up tight and kept them in their dens and kept them close to home, so they weren't out foraging as much. All the food's pretty much gone at this point, so whatever they've got denned is what they're at. But nevertheless, I'll leave you with that, and we'll get back at it on another day. Thanks for watching.